Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for everyone who have managed to reach to this time. I'm so sorry I was disturbed with network. I believe I'm audible enough to you now. Please, leader Natasha, you can just confirm with me if I'm still audible enough. Manager Natasha, you can confirm with me if I'm audible enough. And if you can.
Everything.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, leaders. So I was just taking you through my journey of forever because I know that there are some people they can come in forever and think to say, no, maybe that person has been making maybe a lot of theses. No, 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 no. All of us have been in some situations whereby sometimes we even failed to make that 4cc, sometimes we even failed to make that even 0.2, even a minimum order, I failed to do that. So I was taking it through my journey. I started as a novice customer, preferred customer in May, and I had to fish my assistant supervisor in July. In August, I did 0cc's because I focused much on recruiting. And it was the first month to start talking about the opportunity. And because I was having that mindset, that people can't afford this product. I only managed to recruit 2 novice customers in September, the following month. And when I got, it was rough even to recruit those people because the mindset I was having, you know, because I told myself that these things is hard. I think these things is hard. So, like, had to stay about 4 months without doing NCCs. And if you ask me very well, what was happening during this period, I quitted the business. I was thinking it's just like it's getting much of my energy. Like it's getting much of my energy. And I'm a student, I need to start, I'm in class, I'm thinking like CCs. So, and because my mindset was like, people can't afford this. I quit it. And when my helpline was checking up on me, Humphrey, I started lying. Leader, people are saying it's very expensive. People are saying no, they can't join. No, Reader, I'm working hard. Those things. Because I know there are a lot of people here when your helpline is checking up on you and they're like, Leader, people are saying it's very expensive. People are saying no, no, Leader, I'm working hard. Even if you talk to one person or none, you are saying, I'm talking to people. Even if you have one person who promised you to start the business, maybe in the beginning, you are just waiting for that person and you're like, I've done almost everything and people are not joining the business. That was me. And because I quitted for 4 months, I lost those people that I recruited. All of them, they also stopped. And this is to tell you, in that 8 months of 2022, I was in business. The total CC I did were just 3.72 total for the whole year. Remember, I started in May to December. That's like 8 months. I only did 3.72 CC because that was the mindset I made. But there's one thing that changed my mind, and that was when I went back home in Copperbelt. I used to stay with my cousin, and my cousin has got a bit of money, of course, but he's just that kind of a person who is a bit stingy and is someone who calculates almost everything. So he told me to say, you know what, Humphrey, I want you when you finish school this year, 2023, next year, I want us to start pottery business. Wow. And my mind was like, wow, that pottery business. And in my mind, as my mind started telling me to say, you know what, that's not you, Humphrey. Because I know my cousin, even if it's one chicken that's died, I have to show him, oh, this is a chicken which died. So I was like, meaning I'll be working for the fixed thing, whereby, like, I know that maybe when I sell this much, maybe when I do this, they'll give me maybe if it's $10, if it's $20, And I said, that's not me. Have forever. I have forever. I have forever and I can build it. It was that moment that I made a decision. I went in my room, I prayed, and I can tell you the following day, I sold a C9. The following day, I sold a C9. And I remember when I was coming back to report to school in January, they gave me a registration fee. I used that money. I said, let me take this risk. I used that money to invest into boosting because at that moment, I made a decision, and that decision came with a belief, came with any complication that will come with. Like I said, let me go with it, because I've heard enough to people saying, only those people take risk are the people who made it in life. And I said, let me go for that risk. If they'll chase, if I fail to sell products, if they'll chase me from school, it's fine. Let me go in. Let me just go in. And I use that money. If I tell you what I did, one, I used part of the money to boost. The other money I invested in clothes. I invested in clothes. I know if I'm with Natasha, sometimes she even uses she makes sometimes fun of me to say, no, what Humphrey, you started some clothes you are wearing. Yeah, it's true. And I had to realize that for me to attract people in the business, I need to start dressing well. And I had to buy clothes. I remember buying 2 nice trousers, and I think 3 nice shirts, and I started talking, looking good, looking smart always, because I made a decision to say, if I want to attract people, I have to start looking like business. Because this is $1 trillion company. And for me to attract those people, me telling people, no, you achieve your goals, you travel the world. I can't appear in a, you know what I mean, So I said, let me invest in this business. I'm going to make a risk. And in February, when I came to Lusaka, because I made a decision, I made 1.4 cc. And as a student, 1.4, the profit, even if you're an assistant supervisor, you can buy all the groceries. At this point, I started providing for the groceries without any fail, because this 1.6 was able to do that. But my mind was not about 1cc. My mind was to learn how to do 4cc. My mind was to expand this business. Was to expand this business. The following month, I made 1cc because I was in the process of learning how to do 4cc. And at this point, I said, I'll be going to the product center every single day to learn to the people who are in the business. There were some amazing leaders who are doing amazing at that point, and I was always with them, asking them, how are you guys doing? And for me, in my mind by then, I was thinking, if I boost $5, I'll sell whatnot. And one thing I found is that people were investing money in the business. Like someone has invested 500. By then, 500 was good. Like you can boost maybe $20, $25 there. Okay. But also 1,000, 5,000. Someone has invested 5,000 in just ads. They're receiving maybe 300 numbers of people asking about the product, and they're selling like crazy. And then there was me, who started by boosting them by $5, and I just received maybe 10 to 15 numbers. And I'm like, leader, I'm working hard. Leader, I'm boosting, people are not buying. Then I said, wow, then I need to change. So what I started doing, whenever I sell, I would just use like small amount of money, because I was used to a low budget. Remember, when I went to school, I was a double orphan. For me personally, I lost my biological parents at the age of 6. So even this time when I was in tertiary, I was just getting little money from different relatives. So I was used to stay on a low budget. So whatever the money I make from Forever, because I know Forever, when you sell, it's good money, I started investing in the business. In April, I just sold 2 C9s. This is what you are seeing, 0.94. This is 2 C9s, if you know the CCs of C9s. In May, because Enos was coming for the success day in June, I said, I want to have a dinner with Enos. Our country sales manager was coming to Zambia. I said, I want to attend. I want to learn something from him. And I attend. I smashed. I made a decision. I want to smash that 5cc, because they said, if you do 5cc, your manager will pay for you for your dinner. Even if you do 4cc, you're not part of that dinner, unless you just do 5cc. And I smashed that. I smashed by recruiting a person, and I did 3cc. And in June, when Enos came, I attended. And I learned a lot of things from Enos, and was actually even asking me, Humphrey, when are you going to supervisor? I remember telling him that I'm going to be supervisor in August. The following month, which was July, I failed my 4. I did 5 in May, but in June again, I failed even to do 4cc. I had to do just 2.8cc. I felt bad. And you can ask any person, if I've done 4cc before, then you fail. You know the feelings. It hurts. Like it hurts. So I had to push. In August, I did my 4cc, and I made a decision. I want to change things now. In July, my team started learning also how to do 4cc. In August, I did 6cc. In September, I even smashed my supervisor, because by then I recruited about 2 people. When I was doing this 4cc, 6cc, I was recruiting at least 1 person every month, and they were able, because I made the decision to grow. Even if you're new in the business, even if I've started today, even if you started last month, if you make a decision to do 4cc, it will be easier for you. For me, it took me all this while, because I was not much interested in about 4cc. I was not even understanding what is 4cc. And if you're in this meeting, you don't understand what is 4CC, I highly recommend go to your helpline. Go to your helpline, they teach you, go and ask them what is 4CC, because it's a requirement. It's a requirement for you to be successful in Forever. So when I made a decision to say, I want to know how to make 4CC, the success, like the growth came. Even every person I can recruit one person today, the following month they do 4CC because they found me doing 4CC. In September, I smashed my supervisor. So this is to tell you, I was in the business for 1 year plus. 1 year plus for me to be a supervisor. And imagine I just smashed supervisor. The following month, I failed my 4CC. In November, I failed my 4CC. You can tell the feeling. You can tell the feeling when you've tested something. It's like Jesus telling Moses to say, have you seen that Canaan land? But you want to enter that Canaan land. That's what I felt. Like I've smashed my supervisor and I need to start making. And sometimes I think if I can remember very well, what brought me to start failing my 4CC was one thing. Number one, because I was thinking when I become a supervisor, like everything will just be flowing on its own. I don't need much to put much effort. That's mindset thinking, when I recruit people will be just doing the business. No, Forever is fair. Even a manager, they have to do that 4CC. They do that. If they fail, they can't get even any bonus from their team. So I remember failing in October, November. Okay, I remember failing that. In December, thank God I managed to do 4.4 CC. And the whole year of 2023, I closed with 65 CC. 65 CC, me and my team, the total. But at least it was not a lot, but at least there was improvement. If you remember 2023, I closed with 3.2. And in 2023, I closed with 63 CCs. You have to celebrate. Of course, I celebrated, even if I made some failures and whatnot, but at least if I look in the system, I was able to count some CCs I was able to make. And I remember even when I went to Success Day in January in Nairobi, Kenya, I was able to get a certificate for doing that 4CC for 3 months. And I was very much happy. I was very much happy. From Kenya, when we went to Kenya, I said, I'm a supervisor. I saw a lot of people achieving quite a number of things in the business. And again, I made another decision. I want to go to manager. I want to go to manager. I want to go to manager. In January, because that month we traveled and I was still in the process of learning how to do forces. It took me time to learn how to do forces. I don't know if I was just a slow learner, I don't know. But it took me time. So in January 2024, I failed my 4CC. In February, of course, I failed my 4CC, but because I made a decision in January, go manager, in March, personally, I did 9.74 CC. Personally, I did 9.7. And because I was having few team members, they saw me doing 9.7. They were inspired. They say the temperature of your team is measured by the temperature of the upline. I can attest to that. Because I remember when I did 9.7, no one in my team did 4CC, but the following month in April, they made a decision to go for 4CC as well. I did my 4, and also we had other people who did a lot of CC. I remember in March we closed with 14, myself 9 point something plus the team 14. The April we did 31 point something CC. Imagine 31 point something. In May I did 60. Total with the team we did about 40 something, and I became assistant manager. In June, I remember I think we closed with maybe 27. The business was beat down, but of course, from that point I never felt my 4CC. And of course, in July, I did my 4. Of course, I did my 4 because the other CCs I was able to help other people here and there who were moving up to supervisors. And I smashed my manager. And from that point, there's no way I can fail my 4CC. And in the year 2024, I closed my year with a total of 383 CC. That was last year. You can see the improvement from 3.7, 65 to 383. And I've told myself this year that I have to smash that goal of Global Ally, because if I divide this, the percent is over 500%. So if I double that effort, like if I discipline myself to go for that, there's no way I can fail my Global Ally this year. I can see the power of making a decision. I can tell you in every point here you are seeing I've moved to another level. So the decision, and I know when I make a decision, it happens. And I know when anyone make a decision, it happens. I can tell you in my team, when someone just comes maybe to me and tell me, Humphrey, I want to do this, they go for it because it's a decision. It's a decision. It's a decision. But if you can see, I wanted to share with you my journey of CCs because I know there's someone in here in this meeting who is thinking maybe because they've failed 4CC for 4 times or what, for maybe for a long period of time, they're thinking maybe of quitting. No, don't quit. Don't quit. Just make the decision to say, I want to learn how to do that. Maybe 1CC. Start from making 1CC. 1CC will excite you. Go to 2, go to 4, and things will start changing. Because I know in forever, even if you do 1CC, especially if it's on little, sorry, the money is amazing. The money is amazing. But also it can be that maybe you're a supervisor, you've been doing 4CC, but your team is not duplicating. I understand. You just make that decision. What can be that decision? The decision of replacing them. Replacing them by recruiting. You know, if you start recruiting, they also get scared. Oh, they are replacing us. They also start recruiting. Eventually, you're going to grow. Eventually, you're going to grow. Okay? So because I was able to make some decision along the way, I managed to travel to 3 countries in the year 2024. I was able to go to Kenya, I was able to go to Tanzania, and I was able to go to Namibia because of the decision. I remember in January 2024 getting this pin of a supervisor. I was excited, and I went there with just one of my downline, just one. We were 2, me and my downline. And I saw the excitement on my downline's face. She was excited with, proud of me. You know, when your upline has done something, when they're celebrated, really they feel good. They feel good. And, we said, leader, when we go back, we need to push hard. We need to push hard. And I can tell you that power of making a decision has put me in an aircraft, has made me to be in an aircraft. Not only me alone, but with a lot of people. This charity we're in Kigali, Rwanda, and I'm so very much happy that we're about 5 from my team, including myself, who use the aircraft because of the decision that I made to say, let me work on this business. But also we had about 3 people who used buses, meaning in total we had about 8 people. It was amazing whenever I remember about the excitement they were having in Rwanda. Seeing them. And if I look back when I made the decision to say, let me start this business, it was just a decision of me just making that extra income, but seeing other people achieving different things because of just that decision that I made. Seeing people are working like accountants, successful businessmen in other businesses, different people from different backgrounds being helped because of me making a decision to stay in the business even when it was hard. It's really amazing, guys. I know where you are right now, maybe things are hard, but trust me, don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Because I know a few months from now, if you just stay in the business and decide to learn how to do it right, you're going to look back and you'll be like, wow. You'll be like, wow. You'll be happy because of that decision. All right. But also because of that same decision, I've started my investments. This month, I managed to buy my land. Where I'm coming from, we believe in lands. Making money is another thing, but also investing is another thing. So because of the decision of working out, now I'm owning a land in Lusaka, in Chongo actually, Chongo, Lusaka province. I'm owning a land now because of that decision. Because of that decision, you're going to change your life, the life of your family members. Because of that decision, I've managed to put my young brother in college. Because of that decision, I'm able to see quite a number of people being able to benefit from the opportunity, being able to travel, achieve different goals because of making a decision. I know we have people here who just have a wish, who just wish. Most of the people just have wish, but I only just tell you a bit about the difference between decision and wish. Wish is passive, because just a hope for success. You just wish, I wish, I wish, I wish. But deciding, it's active because we're going to do whatever it takes. Decision is not like, leader, in April I'll be a manager. No, leader, this year in July I'll go to Success Day in Tanzania. I can tell you, right now you can say I'm going to Tanzania, but if you have not made that decision that you're going to go to Tanzania, you will fail even to pay your transport money. Even the money just for the bus, like from Zambia to Tanzania, you're going to fail, which is like 2,000. You can fail because you have not made that decision. You can think that money is small because wishing, we try to assume things. So I'm going to assume to say, 2,000, I'll manage. Accommodation is not expensive. You fail at the end of the day. So make that decision. Wishing, I want to be a supervisor or manager, but deciding is I will present daily, I will follow up daily, I will read daily, taking the responsibilities. That is decision. And that's where the success comes from, is by making that decision. Okay? What you need to decide on for you to see success in this business, number one, decide to treat Forever like a real business. Don't treat like those businesses who sell clothes online, like you just advertise other people's clothes and then you sell one or two. No, where you don't even have the products. No, treat it like a real business. Have the stock with you. I know and I can tell you, people don't have stock. They don't make forces. They fail. 99% of people who don't have stock, they fail to do 4CC. Maybe you are failing that because you don't have stock. Really stock. Treat it like a real business. Decide to show up daily. Attend trainings. Maybe Manager Natasha is telling you, leader, we have started the meeting. You don't want to attend. Okay. It's you who are going to fail. Not her, not that helpline of yours. No, it's you. So decide to show up daily in trainings, in presentation, in follow-up. Show up daily. Decide to develop skills. In this business, you need to develop skills. You need to learn about products. Don't just feel like you are like, leader. So what does aloe vera gel? Does leader? If I sell aloe vera gel, can it help someone with gases? Really? You've been in the business for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year asking about the benefit of aloe vera gel. No, that's not right, leaders. That's not right. Make that decision today to know about the key. It's not about knowing all the products. No, just find your niche. So I'll be dealing with maybe digestion, maybe aloe vera. I'll be dealing with the C9. Master C9. Know what is in C9, the benefit. Decide to develop the skills of leadership, because in this business, if you want to thrive, if you want to build it bigger, then you need to learn leadership. But if you just want to make money for selling, don't focus much on leadership. Just sell and make that active income. But if you want to build it bigger, decide that I want that leadership skills. Decide to develop that skills of communication. Decide not to quit when it's tough, because I know for sure it's not always easy. It's not always easy like you think. It's not. And I always tell people for me to say, forever is a journey to success. And every journey to success is not easy. So why do you want it to be easy? No. No, if it was easy, everyone would have been successful by now. Everyone would have, successful. So, like we're talking about people in Paris right now, they're just 4% out of 10 million, over 14,000 are there. You think it's easy? No, it's not easy, but it's simple. Why? Because we have simple things, simple steps you need to do for you to make that. But, the hard part is that those simple things are hard to do. They tell you, Lightwood journalist of at least 50 or 100 people. You are complaining of lighting 100 people. Really, your apparent says, let this sister help you talk to them. You fail. You not have active, they'll tell you, just maybe look for this extra money. We print out flyers. Let's go out. We are marketing this product. You are failing. That's where the hard part comes. Decide again today. Decide to close this month with 4CC. Even 4CC, even tomorrow you can close 4CC even if you have 0CC. Imagine you talk to those people who've been shared the opportunity to. What if 2 people start tomorrow? Don't sleep. Don't sleep. And I can tell you, when you make a decision to change, it comes with a lot of sacrifices. I remember when I was going to manage, I had to move from my bed, started sleeping down. I started sleeping down because the decision that I made, and it's a sacrifice. I said, this is a sacrifice I'm going to make. If I won't go to manager, I won't go back on my bed, you know, and make that, and you can make that decision that you won't sleep today until you have people are promising to buy at least one product more. Don't close with 0cc. That's bad manners. Don't do that, please. Don't. And if you have 2cc, 3cc, and tomorrow you fail to cross 4cc, that's not right, please. That's not right. Make that decision. I want to close at least with some. If you're having 0cc, commit to our even a minimum order. Do it tomorrow, because leaders only focus on those people active. The sad truth, like leaders, we have, like, your helpline maybe has got a lot of people, not even a lot of people. There's no way they can just start coming to you when you're doing nothing. Even if you can complain to say my leader doesn't pay much attention to, they can't, because you're not showing it. We give energy to those people are giving you back energy. If I talk to you, let's meet, we do one-on-one. You can't, you are not coming. You expect me to be coming to you begging. No, because I know it's your success. If you fail your forces, you fail it yourself. If I sell my forces, I'll make my own money without even anyone down me. So, it's you to make a decision. Close that. If you have been making maybe resources, just close with at least minimum order. You see your helpline will come to you. They'll tell you congratulations. And that word from your helpline saying congratulations, it will boost you. Trust me, it will boost you. Okay, so let me just tell you why you need to do 4cc, because you are missing out a lot of money. You are missing out a lot of money. As I'm concluding, let me just talk about the crazy money you can make just by doing even 4cc yourself. This is why you should know that making 4cc is not for your upline, it's not for a move up of your upline. No, it's not for like, it's yours, totally yours, 100% yours. Like if an assistant supervisor will get the price at 30% discount. Ordering plus, then unfortunately, I'm not having a slide for maybe Southern Africa. I'm only having a slide for Zambia. So if you're ordering plus of 4cc, ordering plus, like ordering from the company here in Zambia, it's 19,000. Right now, it's 19,138. When you sell them, since we sell at the same price, when you sell them, you're selling at 27,333, meaning you're making a profit of 8,200. 8,200. I know in Zambia, this is most of the salary scales for a lot of civil servants. Imagine just selling this. And 1cc is just like 2C9, 1 deodorant, and 1 toothshow. That's 1cc. Then times 4. Meaning, I should say that's like 8 C9s, 8 deodorants, and 8 toothshows. I mean, 8 arrow lips. You are done with your forces. You have made this 8,200. And if an assistant supervisor, the company is adding up 5% free money, 5% boost bonus, which is right now like 1,366 coming in your account. Meaning just doing forces, you an assistant supervisor are making about 9,566. That's good money, guys. I know if you're working and you have got some debt, this money can help you pay those loans, But also, if just your income is very low, okay, this money is good. If you're a student, you can't be bothering parents for groceries. You can't. If you're a supervisor and you're here, selling price of selling price. Oh, I forgot to put here the ordering price. But anyway, if you're a supervisor, you're ordering products at 38%. And when you sell at 27,366, since we sell at the same price, you're making a profit of 10,387. And if you're a supervisor of done 4cc, there's even a leadership bonus. If you have built a right business, if you're having some downlines under you, 3% from your downlines. If you're an assistant manager, just doing 4cc, you're making a profit of 11,000, over 11,000, plus 5 to 8% of leadership bonus. For a manager, you're making a profit of 13,000. And I know, and that's why I can tell you that if in my business, let's say you fail to do your forces, that's your fault. That's not my fault. Because if I sell 13,000, there's no way I can fail to pay the rents. There's no way I can fail to buy the food I want. There's no way. There's no this 13. There's no way. So you're not doing your forces, your upline until you do your forces. It's up to you, totally up to you. It's your success, not your upline success. Because when a manager sells, they're making 13% because they're ordering at 48%. Then you fail 4cc, and maybe where you are, you're thinking, my upline, I'm just making this is for them maybe to move up. No, my friend. for you to, because an assistant supervisor, you say, force, you're making 80,000 plus 1,000, 9,000, 9,500. You're a supervisor making 10,000, and you're saying, I'm making this is for my upline. No, it's not that. Okay, it's not that. So make that decision to go for that, because you're missing out a lot of money. And if you're an assistant supervisor, when you fail your 4CC, that boost bonus 5% got your upline. That's how it is. Dialect, and you can't even follow them because it's systematic. That's how system works. If you're a supervisor, it's the same. Let's say you're a supervisor, your downlines have done your 4CC, you have not done. You can't get that leadership bonus. At end level, even a manager, even me like a manager Natasha, whoever manager is here, or assistant manager, if we fail to do 4CC, there's no way we can get a leadership bonus. No way. It doesn't work like that. So it's all of us, we work, we put in the work, and we just do the same things. We just do the same things. Have you seen the power of making a decision? We have now a lot of people traveling to Paris from different parts of the world. The power of making a decision. You know, like for the past, since they have been seeing people going to Paris, I don't even sleep. Like I sleep most at 1 or 2, just watching their statuses, being inspired, because I'm like, where have I felt like I was looking at this guy, Krishna from India, he's of my age. And he has built a business where he's a GOT. Guys, GOT. I think he closed last year with over 10,000 K. And I said, I can also do that. But why am I? Because I've not made a decision to make those CCs. But if I make a decision, I can close those CCs. I can close with those CCs. And I know I've made that decision. I've made that decision. And I know it won't be easy. So make that decision. We can fail to go to Global Rally for this Paris, but don't plan to fail to go to Dubai. Because next year we are going to Dubai. Are you going to go to Dubai? Are you going to be part of the people going to Dubai? Can I see someone commenting? 2, if you're committing to be in Dubai next year, because you can't miss Paris and you plan to miss Dubai, guys. Can I see someone commenting? 2, if you're saying, I'm going to be in Dubai? Yes, I can see twos, yes. Even if an assistant supervisor, you can just commit yourself to God for managers 4 months from now, or 3 months from now, 5 months from now, and you can. And sometimes can, even if you fail to achieve companies globally, you can, if you're able to push and even at least become a manager this year, you can afford for yourself. You can afford for yourself. You can. Trust me, you can afford for yourself. Thank you so much for everyone who's committed. And let me repeat that statement from my statement of my manager, Natasha. Where you see yourself, that's where God will put you. If you have commented 2 here, if you have commented 2 here, commit, decide. Know that decision comes with responsibilities. And as long as you're able to work hard, you're able to do your level best, God will do the rest. I can't wait to see you in Dubai. I can't wait to celebrate with you in Dubai. Today, all of us were not in Dubai, but I'm promising you next year I'm going to be in Dubai. And I believe everyone who has committed here is going to be in Dubai. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you in Dubai. Indecision is the thief of the opportunity, says by Jim Long. You know, indecision, you are forever here, but you are not making a decision to work hard. It's a thief to the opportunity of traveling the world, to the opportunity of helping the family, to the opportunity of helping other people out there, to the opportunity of actualizing your full potential. I hope and I believe that if in this meeting, you are going to make that decision, that enough is enough. If Humphrey failed so many times to do 4CC, but right now he's a manager, I can also do that, and I'm going to do that. Don't say I can also do that. Just say I'm going to do that. If Humphrey, there was a time he quitted the business, but he made a decision to come back, and right now he's a manager, then even me, I can do that. and I will do that. It's a must. I will do that. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone who attended. My name is Humphrey Msonda, and I wish you all the success. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sure. Thank you so much, manager.
Wow. You know, I'm tearing right now. In most cases, we want to see the end in mind. Like when you see Leader Humphrey being recognized, we just focus on, wow, he's building, she's doing it. We don't see, I didn't know that there was a time that he had such challenges. You know, the power of decision. And this time, this is the right time. We have tomorrow to close the month. And this is the right time to have this such a training from this amazing leader. I'm really tearing right now. I'm so humbled, and really I honor what you are doing, Humphrey. And indeed, see you in Dubai. We've made a decision. See you in Dubai. Thank you so very much for everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll see you at the top. Thank you for your time, leader. I'm grateful.
You're welcome, my leader.